And there we go again. It's JDL time. It is TCN versus the retry. We're Heflatv, I'm Heflatv. With me is Coucher. Let's hop into the draft.
Wow, he went a little bit robot there for me at least. Hopefully it's gonna fix itself.
I hope so too.
It should be fine now, I think. Oh, that that Skype robot. It sounds fun, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
I'm
only with little amounts, man.
Yeah, we actually had that already, like in an earlier Skype call. But yeah, in the worst case scenario, you just call me again.
Well, man, as far as you hear me normally, it should be fine for the viewers at least. Well, yeah. Well, we shall see soon because draft is underway now with Batrider taken out by TCN, whereas the retry
Yep,
will
I
take
actually
out the
love
Lycan.
their name. It's like usually they're listed as the retry, but today they made like the retry. It's the same with like Hehe United. They also changed their name last time. It was Hehe maybe like ... United.
Yeah, Team Chest, I mean, I guess you get tired of your own name as well after some time if you've just been drafting and playing for ages.
No, I guess it's just I don't know, the next level trolling. It's the same with the names. I mean, the admin actually insisted that the retry take their names, but I don't think they did. I mean, we're gonna see it if it updates in the game, but so far here right now in the draft, there's still not all of the original names, at least as far as I can see it on the roster that is registered to JDL.
Yeah, it's... What the hell, one guy is named Nubik.
Yeah, Newbig. No, that's the normal name. But who is it? That's the question.
Well, I think it's a slightly wrong roster maybe for them because, well, Nexus is a real player, ZXC is on the roster, Android P as well.
Yep.
Yeah, well, Paradise has to be either Screen or Nubik, I guess.
Yep, I guess so too. Like the usual setup is PGG, Newbig, Android, Screen, and then ZX C. So yeah, just two of the players actually have the original name. But it doesn't matter. We have to look at the bans already. We have Lycan, Ember, Batrider, and the Invoker. So pretty standard for both teams here. That means the AA would be free to pick up.
Yeah, it is probably the strongest pick at the moment still left in the pool. Then again, some teams prefer the Dazzle, maybe the Centaur Warrunner over it. Or the Doombringer as well, but yeah, the Dazzle is the pick for TCN. So Ancient Apparition as well as the Doombringer could be really strong. Or Ancient Apparition, Centaur, whatever. And yep, that's exactly what they go for. Predicting the first two picks is usually really obvious. Sometimes teams go for something like Shadow Shaman. And now with TCN, I mean, they have the Dazzle, but there's an Ancient Apparition against them, so the heals, if the Ice Blast hits, they won't be effective anymore. There will still be the damage aspect of the Shadow Wave, but you actually have to surround heroes for that.
Yep, I don't really understand, to be honest. I don't like it too much what TCN is doing here, because picking the Dazzle first with the AA still being a possibility for a pick, and like the retry getting two picks there, like the chance that the AA comes anyway is already high. The chance that he comes after a Dazzle pick is even higher. So I don't know, maybe they think they have a strong enough game plan that the Ice Blast won't affect them too much, but as I said, the Dazzle Shadow Wave is already something that won't have any effect if the Ice Blast hits properly.
It would be really fun to see if they went for a Chen on top of the Dazzle now. It's like, we don't care about your ultimate, man, we're just gonna dodge it.
Oh well, yeah, you have to dodge it first though.
Well, it's not that bad until he gets the Aghanims. Or well, until it's only level 1 ultimate. And TCN, they go for the Shadow Shaman, and actually that's one of their most played supports, at least from the games we've been casting them. And of course that hero is just so strong, so much lockdown as well as pushing power with the burst damage on top.
Yeah, by the way, casting TCN, like we casted those guys so many times already. Like in, I don't know, in D2 row, we casted them in Starladder, as far as I remember, in the semi. series and
Yep.
now in JDL as well. So we have quite often the honor casting TCN here.
Yeah, they are quite a good team as well. I mean, they've had some ups and downs in some games we've been casting them, but overall it's quite a steady performance by them. So overall, this should be a really good game today because the retry, they have some, well, famous names, to say it like that.
Some.
Maybe we can see an Enigma. Who knows?
I guess,
PGG
yeah,
Black Hole, always something to talk of.
it would be
But well,
bomb.
talking of the draft that is taking place at the moment, TCN actually taking out both the Slardar as well as the Nakes, whereas the retry taking out the Naga Siren, but Slardar ban. I mean,
Yeah,
did you
it's
see them picking it?
no, I didn't see them picking him at all. Simply for the reason that is already the center war on the pitch, so they already have a Blink Dagger stun initiation. Why would you go for Slaughter center? That would be quite overkill, and it's also hard to get both through. Plus the laning has to be, I don't know, shifted around. Um, what's interesting is that TCN, I thought like after they didn't care too much about the AA, they might have gone for a pushing strategy. But then again, like the bans tell me, they are just interested in, I don't know, just getting some cores out. So there's no counter push heroes being banned whatsoever. And also the retry, they go for, I don't know, like 4 cores pretty much getting out there. The, I don't know, the Rave King and the Naga, it's really unusual.
Yeah, it's well, Brave King. Well, that hero has become a lot more popular if you just take how he was before and suddenly everybody started playing him. But banning him out, I mean, I guess TCN could have gone for it. And of course, the Brave King, the case with him is that even if you go use your spells on him, gets hit by the Ice Blast, he doesn't really care because he has that reincarnation. So you usually don't actually want to blow your spells on that certain hero. But then again, you can't really let him just go rampage through the fight without killing him either.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Rave King is always a nuisance, but then again, I don't know. If you ignore him, kill the team around, then I don't know. If you have still some disable standing, you also kill him twice again. And there's also the same thing for the Naga. Like it could be support, it could be farming. We never really know because different teams they absolutely utilize it differently.
Yeah, it's well, in some regard, it's nice to actually ban out such heroes that can be played multiple ways. Because if you pick those, the enemy has less of an idea. They can still guess what you're going for, but you can just turn it around with the last few picks. But the retry, they pick up their second support now. It is the Rubik, and well, stealing anything from the Shadow Shaman is pretty decent. And well, Dazzle, I guess stealing the Weave or maybe Shallow Grave would be the highest priority target for that hero.
Yep, definitely. Like I mean, the Rubik has quite an abundance of spell already to steal, but more interesting is the Shadow Fiend. So Shadow Fiend is gonna be mid, pretty certain about that. But like what he is facing is not even funny. Like alone the Rubik Ancient Apparition, support rotation into the mid with the smoke is already dangerous. The Centaur War on him is dangerous. Like till mid game, till he gets some decent HP, he's so vulnerable to him. Now the TA on top of that, like wow. And by the way, what I also noticed is they use so much of their bonus time. I mean, look at this. Like 7 seconds left for TCN, 20 seconds left for the retry. I don't know. This is like they waited so long, especially for the third picks. It's pretty crazy. Like some drafting war going on here.
Yeah, it's well, as long as you have the time, you can definitely use it wisely. You just want to make sure to actually have the best possible draft because in a game of Dota, so much comes down to the way you actually draft. Sure, there's still individual as well as team performances involved, but if you just have the better draft overall, or maybe easier to execute even, it can give you the edge in the game.
Yep, definitely. And now, after the Bedwetter has been burnt, we see the second source of nice initiation there. It is the Clockwork for Team TCN, which is, I guess, quite decent because, like, it's nice against Templar Assassin, eating through the refractions, like, nice catching out either the Rubik or the Ancient Apparition, something you can definitely easily kill, even alone on the Clockwork. So, I like the pick. Actually, it's the first pick I really like.
Wow, first pick in 8 picks. That's saying something.
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't see the game plan for TCN. To be honest, I think the retry has the better draft, or the better draft answer so far. Let's see how this goes though. Like, sometimes I'm absolutely wrong, and well, let's
Yeah, well,
see. Like, we have 2 more bans coming out. It is the Luna and the Weaver, so they keep banning out cores, cores, cores. But I mean, they already picked the Shadow Fiend. They already picked the Templar Assassin. The retry could go, I don't know, anything. I don't even see another core coming out there, unless maybe they're interested in playing a triple core. I mean, this would be mid center offlane and another core on, like, yeah, on the safe lane or aggressive try. Yeah, okay, they go full time greedy.
yeah, the Spectre, it's definitely something that needs a lot of farm to actually start doing something. But then again, if you get the farm on him, you can just keep on split pushing, and whenever a team fight erupts somewhere on the map, you use the haunt and you're there immediately. And of course, later in the game, with the dispersion, it does so much return damage. I actually saw a game today where the Spectre got telekinesis into the enemy fountain, but he got the triple kill from the dispersion damage pretty much.
Yeah, well, that's a farm spectre. It's always a horror for anyone. But I don't know, TCN. It is a faceless void. Okay. But then again, it's always just, I always say the same when I see a faceless void. If there's not much synergy coming from the outside of the chronosphere, I don't really like it. I mean, here we have Shadow Fiend, Shadow Shaman, Dazzle. They can, yeah, I guess do something into the chrono. But I like when I see like wombo, combo, combo. Anyway, we go for fast team introduction. Then we have Freezer playing the void we just talked about. Arise goes towards the mid already on the Shadow Fiend. Yeah, the stand-in CWYT. I have no idea how I should pronounce this. Anyway, he's on the Rasta. Sizo on the Dazzle, and heading towards the offlane is Leon.
I think the Shadow Shaman, it might be like sweet.
Sweet.
Like, yeah, sweet. I mean, when I
Oh,
saw first the name first, I totally thought it's supposed to be pronounced like sweet. I mean, maybe. Anyway, for the retry on the dire side, ZXC playing on the Templar Assassin with Android P, left on the Ancient Aberration Paradise. Whoever that may be, is playing on the Centaur with PGG, playing on the Rubik, and the last one will be Nexus on the Spectre.
you sure it's PGG?
I mean, it should be.
Yeah. Of course it should be. But like, wait, then Paradise is who? We can find this out because we know 4 of them. So this
Well,
is Screen.
I'm checking it out, maybe.
It's Screen then.
Well, I got no idea because
Nubik and Screen. These are the people. Like we have Naxos, Paradise, Android, PGG is in. So this is, I don't know, Nubik.
or well, maybe it can just be a completely other member because the joinDOTA site actually fails on the lineups quite often, or rather, the teams don't update it themselves.
Yep.
And well, he has been using TR Paradise before as well as a nick, so who knows?
Yep. Anyway, the game commences and we see already like a 4-man train here, maybe scouting something out, but like the Void is already looking. He knows it. There comes now a ward out. It will block at least one camp and they won't find anything. Like even the stand in here on the Rasta, pretty careful.
Actually, it's quite weird to me what the retry just did. I mean, I understand them wanting to go 5-man into the enemy jungle, but then the Spectre didn't even think about fighting, just went through the river. I guess they were just bodyguarding the ward there to make sure that nobody gets killed while actually placing that observer.
Yep. But now we have a fight for the runes. Oh, and Rubik actually gets it. Now he can actually harass the Dazzle quite a bit.
Yeah, the Haste rune is such a nice rune to get if you go for the man fight early on. Rubik doesn't have that much more damage than the Dazzle, but it will be enough to actually harass the Dazzle quite heavily, and he's gonna have to hit quite a few tangos because of it. Telekinesis as well brings him over the little gap here, just for some extra harass. Finally backs off.
No, but this was definitely worth it. I mean, he's like, yeah, the Dazzle used 1 tango and now he's using the salve, so definitely worth it. A haste rune costing him like more than 100 gold.
Yeah, it's. I bet this Dazzle is really mad. Like, oh god! If he had gotten the haste rune instead, it could have been completely different. Just poison touch the Rubik up and go with the right click.
Yep. The question I have is now, is this dual laning whatsoever, or no, the Dazzle actually going into mid and already harassing the Temple Assassin. They ate
He
through
can
the
do
refractions.
quite some damage. The poison touch actually takes care of the refraction, I think. I'm not too sure if it does enough damage actually. But Temple Assassin with the refraction, they were max charged, so there was no way for him to actually drop down. The poison touch level 1, the slow, isn't too potent.
No, but it's pretty funny the Dazzle like staying here in the mid, like just trying to be a nuisance. He can spam another poison touch, but like you should have waited till new refractions are up, I guess.
Yeah, they're just trying to give a little bit of time for Arise to get those early souls, which he has 6 of, so his right click isn't that weak anymore by any means, so he should be fine from now on.
No, but as long as the Clockwork is doing fine on the offlane, it's actually nice that the Dazzle plays like this mobile role, because he's gonna stack the mid camps here, and this is exactly what the Shadow Fiend needs for some flash farming. So I definitely like that. So far in CS, well, they're doing quite well. The Spectre is sort of free farming. I mean, the Clockwork picked up now level 2.5, and in mid, TA directly versus the SF having the upper hand at the moment.
Yeah, and well, I guess it's thanks to Dazzle going in with the poison touch. Once again, there's one raise as well, just for some extra harass. And CISO really just completely focusing on winning the mid lane for the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely need it. That's what I said in the draft, like, because this Shadow Fiend is so vulnerable if there's actually a rotation coming in from, for example, AA plus Rubik.
Yeah, and overall the Shadow Fiend, the Temple Assassin is such a momentum-based hero as well. And actually, thanks to all the harass, he still doesn't have his bottle because he started with a Wraith Band. So, he got harassed. Oh, there's the Invis as well. So actually, this might be first blood, I think. There's the refraction coming out, few right clicks. The raises are going to come as the refraction wore off. One raise, one more. Yeah, that's the first blood. CISO, when the Dazzle gets it.
Yep, really nicely made there with the rune control, invisibility, and yeah, this Shadow Poison helping getting through the thingy. The funny thing is, Arise was just about to cast a raise step, but then he was like, oh damn, refractions, like, gotta hit him first. So they ate through the refractions, and then raise finished him pretty much off, and the residual damage of Dazzle got the first blood. He's gonna be happy about this.
It definitely is, and actually that sets Templar Assassin's bottle back even more. And this Templar Assassin, I mean, usually you want levels, want the early farm to just go wreck everything once you get some higher levels up. But now, with the setback and actually Arise, even though the Dazzle has been leeching some XP, he's still ahead of the Templar Assassin.
Yep, definitely, and so far it looks quite good for TCN, because I mean the mid is now definitely...
Centaur hexed up bottom lane, there's the Shackle as well, Poison Touch applied just for the slow. I think he might be able to escape, the Hoofstomp comes out, Freezer dodges it, Time Walk to slow him down. I think they actually might get the kill after all, a few more right clicks and Dazzle. That's the second kill for him.
Very nice there. Unfortunately the Void didn't get any
Oh,
bash.
Clockwork in trouble as well, top lane, gonna go down. Just
Yep.
boxed in completely.
Absolutely boxed in.
What the hell was he even doing there?
I have no idea, I didn't see it because we had to look at Centaur's stuff there, but yeah, I don't know what he was doing there in the first place. He didn't even have gold whatsoever for a TP, so I don't
think
know.
he maybe wasted all the gold and tried to TP. I think I actually caught the tail end of him trying to TP. Then
Oh,
again,
mid. We gonna see a rotation now. Long needed rotation.
but they won't get it. PG was a little bit too late. Arise gets to the safety of the jungle.
Yep. And why exactly did the Dazzle die? He was just
I think
don't know, a faster way to the base.
Yeah, I think he wasted all of his gold before. Got boots, got double sets of wards, and they smoke even. So
But still,
It's
damn him,
definitely
like
worth it.
falsifying the kill board.
yeah, it's every caster. I mean, I think Gods was like that. Beyond the summit, for one at least, have talked to Ice Frog countless of times about this bug, but it's still not being changed.
It's not a bug, I mean, it counts.
Oh, Telekinesis top lane, not to Clockwork, Ice, Cold Feet as well. Somebody blocking by Nexus, they should get a kill, and Rubik with the Fate Ball finishes it up.
Yep, this Chilling Touch doing work here, and it's really nice for the Spectre because she's now leading the CS, and yeah, she needs the levels. We see the Haunt coming out in, I don't know, in 1 or 2 creeps. So this is good news, I guess, for TR after the mid lane was going so horrible.
Yeah, well, it still kind of is a rise. 31 and 10 compared to 19 and 4 on the Templar, which is not the thing you actually usually see because the Templar is such a dominant mid laner. But
But
well,
still, actually, it's not too bad what TA is doing here. I mean, if you consider that he died twice and he's just 10 CS behind, and these CS of the Shadow Fiend, they don't just come from the lane. They actually come from the side camp as well, which was killed here. And there's another stack by the Dazzle of the other side camp in the mid. So, I don't know, like, on the lane, the Shadow Fiend is not doing that great considering he killed TA twice already.
well, yeah, I don't actually know how many creep camps he's killed in the jungle. Well, now definitely got a double camp as well. But, well, I guess net worth, yeah, he's quite even to the Spectre. Which is to be expected at least, because Spectre complete free farm on the top lane, or at least should be.
Yep, definitely. She's doing fine. I mean, she doesn't have like the bonus of stacked camps. That's why the Shadow Fiend took the lead here now. But still, she's level 6, and well, the only thing they don't really do is like try to deny some experience for the Clockwork. Like he's doing quite fine, even though he died twice already. But he's level 5. As soon as he's level 6, they can rotate anywhere.
This Clockwork, I think, might have an impact sooner than the Centaur. The Centaur still needs the blink, but he's quite far away from it because he's not getting anything, like absolutely anything almost from the off lane.
Yeah, and the lane control for the Void is definitely much better, even though like this creep wave, it's almost a double creep wave. It will probably reach the tower or be just close to the tower, so Centaur might actually ding 6 here. And I mean, he might not have the blink, but the Stampede is already something that is so helpful. We saw it in so many games the last couple of weeks since the Centaur is so dominantly picked over Slaughter or any other blink stun initiator. The Stampede can be utilized in so many ways.
It most certainly can. And actually, Rubik PGG has rotated in towards the bottom lane as well. Maybe to help, or actually maybe to bait the Faceless Void in after Paradise. Now he shows himself as well. To no avail though, Freezer just backs off and looks like he's going for a Battle Fury.
Yep,
So,
Battle Fury on the Void first. Well, I guess it's definitely better than a Midas because I think the Void has to farm much earlier than he might expect because the Spectre will be present with the Haunt. Like she's going for that's actually interesting. Like with all the free farm she has, like she went for phase boots and goes into drums directly. I think she had a chance to finish the Sacred Relic in a really rush, but now, oh god, mid.
oh yeah, there's the hookshot mid lane. He had the melt, but came out of it. Refraction is still there, but one raise, a few right clicks, actually they should be able to get the kill. There's no mana on ZXC and he goes down as well.
Yep, very nice. First hookshot into a kill. That's exactly what I said. Like Clockwork, he was really happy that they didn't bother with too much pulling in the camp.
And such, I mean, I guess the Centaur is about to hit level 6 rather soon as well, but he can't even really go pull the creeps away from the tower just because there's only a Shadow Shaman supporting now, of course, Void with the Chronosphere potentially as well.
Yep, and by the way, even the stand in here on the Rasta, he got quite some XP, but now we see a rotation of Rubik, and this is dangerous. The damage by the Centaur.
There's the Stampede coming out, Hoofstomp, oh, there's the immediate Hex, Horn comes out, Shackle onto Paradise, but finally Hoofstomp, they get one, Freezer has to back off, he has the Chronosphere if he really wants to uses it as free heroes, Dazzle comes in, they go for PGG, they kill him as well, will they go for more though? There's Time Walk to slow both of them down, do they actually want to dive Hoofstomp on double heroes as well, double edge, Freezer gets the Shallow Grave just in case as the Ice Blast is flying in, it hits everybody. So they have to actually back off. Leon drops really low, the Desolate does some extra damage, and he uses the hookshot as it dies.
Yeah, but the Desolate was enough then to finish him off. That's like, oh well. But I mean, he threw away his life just to save the Void, and that's exactly what they need. So, I don't know, kinda a mixed fight. Nobody was really the winner here.
Yeah, it was quite even. Well, they killed Rubik for
yeah.
a Clockwork.
It is a 2-for-1 actually, but still,
Oh.
like, it was such a 4-from-back, plus Spectre not farming at the moment. I mean, now she TP'd back top. It was a nice little intermezzo for her, and now we have... Did we just see Ice Blast flying? But I don't think it... No, it was supposed to be for a base snipe, but like Clockwork just got the debuff, not the impact damage.
Well, the one good thing definitely for TCN for the outcome of that fight was that Arise still keeps on farming on the Shadow Fiend. He already has the Ogre Club as well as the Mithril Hammer, so working towards his BKB really fast. If he continues at the rate, he's gonna have like a 13-minute BKB.
Yep, I mean, it's actually good timing considering how the lane went, everything. I mean, he got 3, or at least was involved in 2 kills on a TA, and the third one he got, as far as I remember. And there's also another important marker we have to point out, like this Rasta is really just this one creep, which will die pretty much now away from level 6, and that means nice window to push the tower. Tower. Anyway, it is on 518 HP, and yeah, with the Rasta wards, I don't think the Centaur can do anything here.
It's actually probably a smart idea to use it as well. There's no point for him to actually hang on to that cooldown, and they use it. First, kill off the creeps, or no, never mind, he's gonna target the... Or no, he can't make up his mind. Targeting tower, then creeps, then tower, and oh, Ice Blast playing in as well. Sweet might be in trouble. There's the Stampede. He's gonna get blown up immediately. Only Stampede and Ice Blast, but Paradise slowed down Freezer. Doesn't have the Chronosphere, but the right clicks are enough. The Hoof Stomp. He's there, but Shadow Shaman, those Serpent Wards, so much damage.
Yep, what a nice bash there. Like, I mean, he was already slowed by the Time Walk, but like this bash kept him in place.
Hook shot onto Ancient Apparition. Leon going man mode, level 4 assault. Does get the kill as well. He gets cold feeted up, but Nexus can't do really anything.
That's the downside of the Spectre. You can't really do anything if there's not the Rubik lifting him out of the cogs. Like, you saw it. Like, he was just standing there. Even though the cold feet procced, you couldn't do anything. Plus the rotation came by the Shadow Shaman. Spectre just watching his teammate die.
It was really weird to watch.
Oh, and now they go on Rubik.
Oh, they might get the kill. The Chronosphere gets you Shadow Wave for extra damage and Freezer with the last right click.
They might? That was 100%. That was Chrono, Poison, Shadow Wave. Easy win. Oh, the Poison didn't even come out there. No, they didn't even need the Poison. That was just right click plus the Shadow Wave. Easy kill there.
Well, TCN, they're picking up pace at the moment, and especially this Clockwork. He has died 3 times, but he has his power threat, so he's tanking up quite nicely. And I really think the rotation, as well as just getting the solo kill against the dual lane on this top at the moment, this Clockwork is probably gonna have even more of an impact if he continues to get the farm. But as we speak of it, he gets telekinesis, uses the cogs as well, but Nexus is on one side, but they don't have enough slow. The Vapor comes out, the Desolate does some damage, hook shot onto a range creep. There's the cogs stolen by Rubik.
Yeah, but the Spectre there, a bit overconfident. The Ice Blast doesn't hit. I think it was aimed somewhere around this area. But yeah, the Clockwork actually surviving. He doesn't have any regen though. I wonder what he's transitioning into. Like, what's also absolutely uncommon, we see a Power Threats Clockwork. This is new meta.
Well, I think I've seen it quite often, just tanking it up.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I don't know, Face Boots or like a Plate Mail Rush or anything similar. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I would just prefer this on a Clockwork. But I mean, the Power Threats as the first item, barely any regen up. I mean, look, this engagement, he got easily out of this engagement, but still, like, he has to go back to the fountain, losing so much XP, so much potential farm, just because he doesn't have anything. And now in mid,
yeah, there's Shackle up, the ZXC raises as well, but that refraction, they didn't even get through one set of refraction really there.
Yep, I think that was an uphill miss. I mean, he had actually the illusions as a helper there, but I think with uphill misses and everything, nothing really eating through the refractions. One left out of the refraction set.
That's quite surprising, to be honest, that they weren't able to grab that kill.
Top.
Oh yeah, there's the hook shot. He's going man mode. He gets telekinesis. Cold feet are there as well. He's slowed down by the Spectral Dagger. This time he's gonna die for sure. And hook shot stolen.
This was so unlucky. Like, I actually thought he might get the kill on the Rubik, so it would have been a 1-for-1. And while all this is happening, top Clockwork goes down, but so does the tier 1 in mid for the dire side. So the Shadow Fiend even getting the last hit there. The BKB is already done. He's gonna transition into a Yasha. So we're gonna see a Manta pretty early coming out here. So everything's working fine. The only thing I worry about is a bit the farm on the Void at the moment, because I don't know, we look at 14 minutes, now he's DPing top with the Chronosphere. They want to go on the Spectre. Oh, they want to so go on.
He has the face boots, gets away, but oh, Android P just farming up the camp.
Oh my god, if he would have been like caught by the Rasta, just one other shock in his face, that would have been already enough. He has 4 points in it. Even though I don't like this build. I mean, it's nice because it's awesome burst damage and everything, but you saw it in mid with like at least 3 points in Shackle. They probably would have gotten the kill on the TA, but with this other shock, I mean, it doesn't really help you. Now the Ice Blast is flying. It's gonna hit 3 of them. Oh, they have to worry about this.
Well, I think
they don't defend. There's no defense whatsoever.
Yeah, it's quite weird. I mean, I guess they're afraid of the hook shot as well as a Rise. He has the BKB and the double damage bottled up as well. But if they're so afraid to defend, actually I think TCN might just go for the tier 2 tower.
Oh, I know why they don't defend. They're interested in Roshan. They say like, okay, tier 1 for Roshan, but oh god, that TA. Where are the refractions? Now they are.
Actually, Nexus is going for a Diffusal Blade, so no Radiance on the Spectre at least, not an early one.
But this is, I don't know if this Roshan was really worth it, because like losing a tier 1, like the Shadow Fiend getting the second blasted on a tower, now they're eating through the tier 1. Ice Blast is coming in, but it won't. Yeah, it just hits 2 plus the debuff on the Shadow Shaman. I mean, they probably have to go back, but also Spectre and TA, they have to go back to the Fountain. I don't know if that was really worth it. I don't know, pretty questionable decision by Retry, and now there is some sort of defense forming, but I don't know if this is even enough. The Spectre Hound would be ready. Now TA is coming in. Yeah.
But the Mass Serpent Wards do go down, and ZX uses the refraction, but eaten away by the Serpent Wards immediately. Paradise has his Blink Dagger, though. There's the Stampede, Blink into Hoofstomp, only one. There's the Horn, BKB by Shadow Fiend, Requiem of Souls, PGG, getting blown up. They get the tower as well, and Nexus on the background, shackled up. Right clicks, he's going down. There's the Aegis,
he will die twice.
Yeah, there's Hex coming out from Sweet as well. Immediate Hex, he actually gets out with the Spectral Dagger. Ice Blast gonna hit as well, hits 2 heroes. Still, they should be fine.
Yeah, and in all that time, the Faces would actually get a one-on-one versus the center and finish them off as well. So with the use of the Chrono, but still, what a fight! I mean, tier 2 going down, the Aegis is done for the Spectre. They have to go back and lose even 2 heroes in the progress, in the process. It's like, okay, very interesting. And this is now also, of course, Battle Fury done on Freezer. They're ready to fight and even get more now.
Yeah, and even though this Ice Blast keeps constantly hitting, it's only level 1, its duration is 8 seconds, so they just wait the 8 seconds out. They have the Urn, they have the Shadow Wave from Ciso, so they just continue. I mean, they're backing off at the moment. The Dazzle is quite low on mana, maybe that's one of the reasons, and of course, no Mass Serpent Wards, no Chronosphere, no Requiem of Souls. There's no need for them to push the issue, just farm up, get them cooldowns back up, and
but
go
we see
again.
a 4-man smoke, and we see a poor, maybe not so
Already
poor
gets
Clockwork.
popped.
They
Yeah,
might find the Void. No, but now they're going back. Like, really indecisive. They don't really know what to do. So either you go or you don't go. Like, Anyway, when there's no engagement, we're gonna show the crafts. It's 7,500 gold for TCN, and XP-wise, well, it's going a bit up and down. They were already beyond the 3k mark, but now we look at, 2k straight. So that... Oh my god, the TA
Oh, yeah,
might
TA
be
is gonna
trouble.
go down. There's the Rocket Player, he has the Melt, Time Walk used, and they don't actually have any detection. There's the Mass Serpent Wards, he's trying to kill off Sweet, but Chronosphere, 50 Hex.
What
He
a
just killed off
overkill.
Temper Assassin before.
I think the Clockwork would have been
Oh,
enough.
there's the
but-
Haunt, Ice Blast as well, Sweet on the Shadow Shaman, definitely gonna take a fall. They might get more. They drop Leon really low. Nexus actually gets the kill, double kill for him. Can they find more? But Freezer just going Mask of Madness onto Paradise, no Hoofstomp. There's the time lock, but oh, clutch Diffusal Blade coming out. But Nexus has to run away. One raise, one more right click. Does finish the job.
Wow, this diffuser blade saving the Taran, but the Spectre pays with her own life.
That was so clutch, man. That Diffusal.
Yeah, that diffuser on the Void, that was amazing actually. But it also means tier 2 going down. Ice Blast is probably gonna hit all 3, yeah, but they don't really care at this point. Like, the only outer tower left is in mid. This is looking grim for the retry. TCN doing so much better at the moment. Like, the fights, I know, I mean, it started as a decent fight. I mean, they lost the TA, okay, but they got the revenge, they got the Clockwork and the Shadow Shaman double kill on the Spectre, but then, I don't know, I think TPing out would have been a better choice.
Definitely went way too deep there. I mean, Nexus got 2 kills, but...
And look at the gold of the Shadow Fiend. What is he going for? 4,100. He could have done his Manta if he wanted to, but
I think you might go for straight up butterfly, but oh, BGG and Co are on the hunt. Smoked
I
up
think he's
once
gonna
again.
lose his money here. At least quite a chunk of it. Now he's going for
Actually,
a
might go
TP.
for a
Oh my
Scott,
god!
you know, I don't think so.
They don't. No, they won't
Yeah.
find him. But actually, no, come on, guys. Now he's heading back to the jungle.
Even if they find him, Arise is just gonna pop BKB and kill them.
True. And
Well,
now
maybe
the
not
blink's
completely
coming
kill
out.
them. It's 3 versus 1, but he's still going, and oh, they finally find him. ZXC uses the refraction as well. Will there be a blink stomp? The BKB gets activated. Arise with the Requiem of Souls only actually hits the refraction of ZXC, and he drops really low. There's the Hex, but the Stampede comes out as well. PGG go in man mode, but going down for it, and now ZXC in the power cog. Gonna get taken down. Mass Serpent was taking care of the refraction charges and faces Void.
At the
Kills
center. Get in the
off-
center.
Horn comes in, but it's way too late. Will it actually get anybody? Doesn't look like it. Leon drops low, but he's just hanging around under the Mass Serpent ward.
Oh my god. That was such a horrible fight. They had a nice chance of picking him up there, but it ended up in like a 2 front wars from both sides that were coming in. Enough disable. Also nice moves by the Shadow Fiend. And also nice reaction, by the way, by the Rasta there, instantly shackling on the TA, because he was planning to use the Stampede, go melee to to the Shadow Fiend, get the Crypt directly on him, as well as the damage coming from the Stampede plus the slow. So 15 and 9 at the moment, and wow, look at the last hits. Last hits is crazy. We have to show the net worth. 13.6k on the Shadow Fiend, 11.3 on the Void. This is nuts. An item progression, the Shadow Fiend, well, he's going Butterfly. This is directly Butterfly. He already got the Talisman of Evasion plus the Quarter Staff, so he won't care too much.
Oh,
And
there's
now,
the Hex with the Blink from CYT. The Stampede gets used, but there's the check for 3-man double edge with the Hoof Stomp. Arise actually dropping low as well. They got Sweet already. They're slowing down Arise. He has the BKB, and there's the Chronosphere coming out. Arise just on the edge and can still right click away. They get 2 kills. Freezer wants to go for more. The Chronosphere actually stolen by PGG Freezer, although he doesn't care. He is the Faceless
too
Void.
bad. It would have been a different story if the Ice Blast would have hit. Maybe Arise would have gone down, but this way, also nice Chrono directly on the edge. Shadow Fiend just just right clicking, just holding key and right clicking into the Chrono. I really like it what they do here. TCN very disciplined how they play at the moment, and this is high ground. They say, okay, TA is out, Tara initiation is out, so except for the Ice Blast and maybe a bit damage from the Spectre, but the Spectre needs this initiation. This Spectre is in no way ready to fight. Oh god,
Oh,
the Void
there's the
is
hookshot
actually locked
coming in, though. They catch PGG once again, uses the telekinesis. He's alive, but Force Staff by Leon will grab him the kill, and he's not going to get cold feeted either. And oh, there's another Horn coming out. They're dropping quite low actually, but they should be safe. The Desolate does some damage, but Horn wears off, and they're fine.
Yep, this is a tier 3 tower, Rubik as a bonus kill on top. I mean, the wards are getting farmed up now, but still, TCN, step by step, tower by tower, and they also don't overextend, which I really like. We see so many teams, like, they think they have, like, the snowball on their side, and they think they can go through, but, like, sometimes they get so fast punished for it. But this time, TCN, very disciplined. They go in, get the tower or building or the kills, and then go out back to farm, wait for their cooldowns. The Chrono is pretty much ready. It's 80 seconds cooldown on level 3. So, whenever they decide to, they can just come again.
Yeah, it's well, one thing that is going for the retry at the moment with TCN delaying it a little bit is that Android P is actually gonna get his Aghanims now. It's still level 1 ultimate, so it's not gonna be that effective, but it's still gonna be a 17-second duration before they can get heals. And with Dazzle finishing up the mech now as well, that 17-second actually might do the difference in those fights.
Yep, definitely. But also another marker here, it is Templar Assassin. He will have the BKB after this creep wave pretty much. I mean creep wave jungle camp. So yeah, BKB done for him. Yep, the recipe bought and it's on the way with the courier. So I don't know, important items coming out, but I don't know, as it stands right now, I just don't see those items changing anything. It has to be really like a small miracle that TCN makes a huge mistake or like a huge ice blast into, I don't know, decent damage whatsoever. I think, is this even Roshan? I mean, Roshan is up, they see it now.
I think
And,
they
yeah.
can go for it. they know the Ice Blast is on cooldown for a little while now at least still.
It's just
And there's
8 seconds.
BKB on Freezer as well.
The Ice Blast can actually come in, but they're not fast enough. Like, I mean, Spectre has the Haunt, but the other two, like, the Ice Blast is now flying.
Oh. And actually, Leon dropping low. There's the Haunt. The Rise drops super low. BKB as well. There's the Chronosphere catching all of his teammates as well, but Nexus is still gonna go down. Paradise next in line. There's the hookshot just in case. Buyback. By Sweet. There's the Aegis. It actually got stolen by the Spectre, and oh, Requiem of Souls. As he dies, they kill off Freezer as well. They kill Free. They telekinesis the Shadow Shaman. They're gonna get the 4th kill. They retry. They actually managed to do this, and Leon slowed down. He has the 4 staff. Actually might be fine because of it, but he's backing off into a corner. Cox as well. He has the TP, but there's the Chronosphere stolen. Stops the TP. They have vision, and Fatebot gets the kill. Team wipe.
Very nice team wipe, and this is not just a team wipe. Also, all these killing sprees, dominating sprees, everything is now going to the side. Like, we have to wait till the crafts update, but oh, they already start. Yeah, kills are already on it. Like, that shot went instantly 4k in experience, and yeah, almost 5k there in gold, and this craft will go even further. So I was talking about a small miracle. There we had it. Miracle happened, but now they have to, like, it's not over yet. TCN did just a huge mistake, but yeah, it's far from over.
Yeah, that Chronosphere wasn't the best really either. He trapped both the Shadow Fiend and I think the Shadow Shaman in it as well.
That was, by the way, the problem. The Chronosphere, the thought behind it was nice, but in the end, I think Dire got the Roshan. They got also the Aegis, so they were like, "Thank you, TCN, for bringing Roshan low." They went in, got the Roshan plus the Aegis, and the Chrono actually, with all the heroes in there being Ice Blasted who can't get out, they got all the collateral damage. One was shattering already in the Chrono. And the other ones, yeah, like the only thing the Void achieved was 1 kill in there, but that was on the Spectre who had, who had the Aegis, and all this dispersion damage went into all the people trapped in the Chrono. So, I don't know, his team is definitely saying, hey man, this Chrono was everything but good.
Yeah, they actually, well, just getting hit by the Ice Blast as well. They need to keep their teammates out of the Chronosphere, as well as try to avoid the Ice Blast as best as they can so that the Dazzle can actually heal from the background. But this time there was no Shallow Grave, no nothing, but they used the Mass Serpent Wars. They're going in again. There's the stolen Chronosphere. Onto 2 heroes, Ice Blast as well, but BKB from Arise was there, but Sweet getting taken down. ZX just going man mode on the background. Actually, he was stutter stepping at the moment. BKB still activated, but Freezer just time blocking in him. That's why he wasn't doing anything. There's the Chronosphere to get vision. They get the kill. Shadowfiend actually drops in the background, but Freezer just going man mode. Kills one. Gonna go for the supports as well. Kills off Android P. Wants to get PGG. Maybe he gets cold feated up. Nexus doing a lot of damage, but I think it won't be enough. And PGG might still fall down. There's the poison touch as well. No, he's still fine. The negative burn is only on him. But the Rax actually still gonna fall.
Yep, the Rax. The cliff is coming out now, but the wards are running out, and they need the AA. They would need a second Ice Blast. Now, Dazzle is just about to heal all of them up. Like, he still did. The mech is 10 seconds away. The Shadow Wave healing them up. Even Shadow Fiend is now back. I don't know, the fight started really nice with that Chrono. Like, really nice. The only downside was that Shadow Fiend opened with the BKB there, so he was immune to Ice Blast and everything around. But, like, Shadow Shaman instantly out. I don't know, it started well, but yeah, wasn't enough. That shows how far away TCN is already.
I actually really thought that ZXC on the Temper Assassin, he went in, he blew up the Shadow Shaman. I think he would have killed the Clockwork as well. But I was like, what the hell, why isn't he doing anything? He was just standing there.
Oh,
I was completely baffled, but it was just insta time lock.
Yep, that was a nice lift into Who Stomp double edge, and that's pretty much it. That was a Clockwork. But look at the XP craft. Like, after this horrible Roshan fight, they dropped almost 8k in experience, and I mean, gold wise, let's say 8k, but now, whoa. Oh my god, what did TA just do?
And they're going on Nexus. There's the Chronos with right clicks from Arise as well. That's easy kill, and does it? No, he doesn't have the buyback either. Oh god, this is gonna be another set of Rex now. Yep. They need now they need a miracle, and Ice Blast is also on cooldown. Actually, ended up getting the kill on Sweet, but still Freezer and Arise, they are the DPS there, and that's all they need.
Yeah, I don't know, they might actually go back. Even with the Spectre down now.
I really think they maybe could pick the fight, but then again, they don't have the Chronosphere and don't want to throw any more fights, I guess.
Yep, it was, by the way, a nice base snipe there. Like the Shadow Shaman died in the base, so yeah, really nice sniping there by the AA. And overall, I mean, it is, I don't know, a Clockwork and the Shadow Shaman for a Spectre plus a tier 1. I don't know, except for the Spectre kill, actually quite good for retry, considering how they are at the moment.
Yeah, it's probably good to buy any time that you can. I mean, it's still awful that their mid-racks are gone already. But Temporary Assassin is actually getting really close to the Desolator. Well, unfortunately, his PKB is down 1 more second than it should be.
Yeah,
but still 7 seconds, and with the Desolator, actually, he can completely man-fight unless Freezer goes for Mask of Madness, insta-time lock.
But now, I think TCN wants to go again. Like, they already group up. But they know it. Like, there's a 5-man grouping up. There's no smoke whatsoever. But if they want to, they can go. I don't know. This will be a clash. But they see it here. This ward is giving quite some vision here.
Yeah, there's the weave up on a rise already. Well, their whole team. They actually might caught somebody off. PGG, he has the force step actually, so should be safe. But ZXC hexed up. There's the hookshot as well as Shackle. Ice Blast is gonna fly in, but Temporary Assassin dead before that, and he doesn't have buyback. There's PKB, PGG, Chronosphered up, taken down Freezer. Just went all out for a support Rubik.
Yep, I mean, why not? 2 down, we have to look at the buybacks at the moment. Like, Rubik doesn't have it, TA doesn't have it, so this is a 5 on 3. That's exactly what they need. That's exactly what they need.
And it's really weird that the retry even went there. I mean, maybe smoke up, but they just went as 4. They were completely under the vision of TCN, and they didn't have buybacks. They didn't finish up the Desolator before. I think they could have and should have been more patient, but Paradise comes in with the Hoofstop. There's the Haunt as well. Ice Blast to fly. Hex Shackle onto Paradise Center. Gonna go down. Freezer does the DPS there. And Rubik buys back, actually got the gold from somewhere, but still won't matter too much. Spectre with actually makes Zizo shatter with the Spectral Dagger.
Yep, but still, it's, I don't know, they lost a set of racks for a Dazzle, and they even got a bonus kill on top of it. So TCN, like, as I said, they're very disciplined at the moment. Like, I really like what I see here. Like, since we casted them the first time, I think they definitely improved. So yep, they just go back. Well, they look at Roshan at the moment. There's still a bit time to go till he spawns, but yeah. Oh, and they go again.
Yeah, there's the Chronosphere. Temporary Assassin dead. Second time around. The Freezer PKB going for PGG as well. He gets the kill. Can he get more? Don't think so, but that's an easy opening for the third racks once they get some creeps in the base.
Yeah, that's the funny part. They can just go for the third racks right now. Like, but they play so conservatively. But retry, they're not GGing out. Why would they? I mean, they say like, yeah, we fight to the death. Woohoo!
And a bitter death it will be.
Yeah, it will be a bitter death. I don't see this happening. And now, they don't even bother with the last racks there. Like, the cliff is coming out, they already worked there.
There's the Ice Blast Hoofstomp catching one, but Sweet getting 4-stepped out and Paradise Kogin gonna take a fall. Actually, Spectre going in, gets that 1 kill, but he has to escape. He gets sheeped up. Still on the run though, he's quite fast with the drums, Manta and Face Boots.
Yeah, with the TA being pretty much permanently dead, like, there's nothing they can do. And now there's like the empowered creeps. They go slowly but steady for the tier 4.
Yeah, now those towers start to actually go down. And Freezer, if he wanted to go, he has the Mjolnir buff coming up and he could easily go in. But Chronosphere, 6 more seconds on cooldown. I think they're waiting for that, but there's the telekinesis melted onto a rise, but that weave gives so much bonus armor, and ZXC is a piglet. Freezer right-clicking him down, gets the kill, wrecking himself just in case the Nexus Chronosphere is up. This is definitely GG.
Yes, there it comes. First GG is coming out. It was about time because they just couldn't hold this. Like with 2 Raxes, TCN very much controlled this game. So, yep. Pretty interesting. Like, draft-wise, I actually thought the retry has a solid stand there, especially when it goes late, but like the way the laning stage went in the mid-game, except for this horrible play at Roshan, everything went TCN's way. So, yep, nice game 1 there. Hang in there, guys. Game 2 will follow soon.